Hello, in this video I'm going to be teaching you how to use the Timagotchi. I'm too lazy to do more than one take, so if this voiceover sounds wrong, it probably is. Just look at the video and it'll probably figure it out for you. First thing you're going to want to do is format your SD card. That's how you get the actual operating system running on the Raspberry Pi Zero. So you're going to download Raspberry Pi Imager for your operating system. Windows and Mac, you use the website. Linux, I have a list of commands for each type of OS. Select Raspberry Pi Zero and then Raspberry Pi OS 32-bit Trixie. Choose your host name as whatever you want. Just make sure you can remember it. Make sure you have like an SD card adapter, or just if you're able to plug in a micro SD card. Set up your time zone. That's important for custom time syncing. And make sure you write down your username and password for later, because you will need them to connect to it later on. Make sure you connect to your Wi-Fi. It's very important, as it relies on Wi-Fi for grade checking and time syncing. And make sure SSH is enabled. That's how you actually connect to the Pi. I don't use Raspberry Pi Connect because it slows it down a little bit, but you can if you want to. After around 5 minutes, you should have your Raspberry Pi OS done, and make sure you wrote down your host name, username, and password. What you want to do is you want to do SSH your host name at and your username at symbol your host name dot local. This will connect to it through your router on your local network. I was using a VPN, so that's why it didn't work from here, but I got it to work. It should prompt you with a question. Just answer yes. Just ignore it. It's just for security reasons why it asks you that. And then you want to run sudo raspi config. This command is necessary so the pins on the Raspberry Pi can connect to the screen and actually send information through it. It says to reboot on the docs, but you can wait to reboot until after the other things are done as well. Then you want to run git clone my repository and then cd into it. So what that does is it will copy the code from the internet and then put you inside the folder. Then while that's happening, this might take 5 minutes or so, copy that next command that basically makes the start and install scripts runnable and installs it automatically. Installs everything you need to get to work. And then once that's done, it should take around 10 minutes for me. And then you want to run sudo reboot just to reboot your own computer. And then after that reboot, it should just work on its own. Once it reboots, it's obviously going to kick you off, so you'll have to SSH into it again. So run that SSH your username at your host name again, and it shouldn't ask you for the fingerprint. Then what you're going to want to do to actually match the schedule to your own, right now it's just using my default schedule, you're going to want to run that Python script that I made, and you're just going to want to answer the questions. I'm going to cut mine out because I don't want you having my personal schedule. This is the integration for Canvas LMS. I will add other learning management systems for grade checking later, but what you're going to want to do for now is just input the name of the link that your school uses for Canvas. So if you don't know that, just look at the top bar, and then you want to just do what I'm doing on screen, create an API key through the settings menu on your profile, and then once you do that, you want to press generate token, copy the token, and then paste it into your terminal. The video cuts out here because I do not want to share that information. I'm too lazy to blur it out again for the 30th time, but you should just paste it. It should just work, and everything should work after that. Okay. Okay. If you have any issues, again, go to my GitHub repository and make an issue, and I will try to fix it for you as soon as I can. Thank you for building this project.